Good morning.
Yo, let's go take this slide and some fire. That sounds awesome.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Doing good, feeling good. My son Joel said he wanted to lead the meeting this morning. Right, Joel? My son he's very much like me. He's very shy, as you guys all know. He's hiding down here, but he came to work with me this morning. He didn't want to go to the airport with his mom, so he's here with me today. Please don't take offense to his lack of communication. I've talked to none of you, I promise. But he's here. Okay, so first thing I wanted to start with is this right here. As you can see on that screen right there, basically what they do is they send us, Bell Munez sends us every dealer that's in the top 250 dealers in the nation as far as new Chevy sales that are in her district. So in Bell's district, we have 3 vehicles that are in the top, or 3 dealerships that are in the top 250 in the nation. And as you can see, you got Rod Hatfield here is number 243. Mid-State Chevrolet and Buick, which is in West Virginia, they're 95 in the nation. And those guys up at the top right there, that's Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick, number 8 in the United States of America. This is huge, guys. The push for what you're doing on new cars is unbelievable. Okay, we used to every once in a while, maybe every third or fourth month, we pop up on this list as far as being in the top 250. Being at number 8, we've been at 4, 5, 6, and 8 this month pretty consistently is incredible if you really think about it. 4,000 Chevy stores. These trades are driving me crazy. 4,000 Chevy stores in the United States, okay? Actually, 3,000 Chevy plus some GMC and so on and so forth, right? But we're talking about 4,000 stores in every location all over the United States. There's people that are driving past multiple Chevy dealerships to get here to see us. We're shipping cars out to, I think we got one going out to Texas, and Austin Sipple's shipping Corvettes all over the place. Where's Sipple? Where's this next one going?
New York.
New York. So, we're shipping cars across lines, figuring out ways to reach out. People are coming to us past all these stores because they're doing a phenomenal job. On top of that, you got people like Rachel Kerrigan who has 6 leases out already this month. You've really done a great job of understanding the lease, learning the lease and the benefits of the leases for the customers, and turning around and showing those to the customers. How many leases do we have total for the month right now? 19 right now. So 19 at the end of today. The end of today will be exactly mid-month as far as business days. 26 business days in the month. Today's the 13th business day. So basically, if you're at 19 leases now, plus what you do today, you're on pace to do about 50 leases this month, which is just It's awesome. That's 1 out of every 5 new cars that we're selling. So great job there. Keep up the good work. Kicking butt, taking names on new. As far as some reviews that I wanted to go over, I did look. This first one I hadn't seen. Denny Cook. Does anybody know whose customer that was? Nobody wants to fess up to that one. Huh? If it had 5 stars, everybody's like, that's me. Did not honor the price listed online, and they wanted to charge me more tax than required. Do not go by there. Go to another dealer. Does anybody know about that one? Okay. Are you taking care of that one? Okay. All right. As long as we're taking care of it, that's what's important, because I will admittedly and honestly tell you guys that we're not perfect all the time. We don't get it right every single time. So it makes, I'm glad when a customer lets us know when we didn't do something right, or if they, at least they don't feel like we did something right. So it's an opportunity for us to do what we do, which is make a difference and not be like all the other, but not be like some other dealerships can be. So what's Logan say? Great experience. I was in a rut, so I went on the Dan Cummins website to get pre-approved. Got a call within a couple of minutes, explained my situation, and Dan Kroll was a very great salesperson. He put me in a really great car that me and my family will enjoy. Thanks everyone for the great experience. Nice job, Dan Kroll. Go, you all right? Okay, all right, he's good. Frustrated buyer, I read through that one. That one is a long one. Basically, the moral of the story on frustrated buyer is we didn't ask for the deposit quick enough. He felt like he should have had the opportunity to buy that vehicle first. And as you guys know, we sometimes have to deal with that, right? I had a customer who was looking at a 2011 Nissan Armada that was online but had not hit the lot yet. He emailed me directly, wanted to work with me directly. So we emailed back and forth. I kept telling him, you know, I had Megan looking into it because the vehicle wasn't here yet, and I kept letting him know. And the day the vehicle got here, I let him know. Nissan Armada's here now. He said, send me a buyer's order. So I sent him over a worksheet with the breakdown, tax, title, license, everything. That was on a Thursday. Saturday morning, he sent me an email and said, okay, you know, is that the best price you can do on that vehicle? I've talked to my credit union. I'm on my way. I want to pick it up today. Well, of course, what had happened? Terrence had sold it Friday afternoon. I mean, that's just how it works around here. 24 hours in this dealership is like a month anywhere else. I mean, if you do the math, we will sell how many cars today typically? 24 hours, right? Let's say we sell 60 cars today. There's another store within a mile radius of this place that sells 60 cars or less a month. So we will do in a day what most places do in a month. Our customers sometimes have a hard time understanding that, right? So everybody has to communicate. It says here in this review, one of the things that it says is sometimes the left hand is not talking to the right hand. That's how it feels on the customer's end of things. So we have to make sure we're very, very, very clear. We communicate well on these deposits. It's got to go everywhere, every time. It's got to be in DMS, right? Where else does it have to be?
KeyTrack.
Got to be in KeyTrack. Where else has it got to be? It's got to be on the car, right? So we got to put it on the car. We got to put it on the key. We got to put a note in KeyTrack so your BDC can see it. And you got to put it in DMS every time, right? And we actually have to run the card. You can't just take the card on the phone and say, I'm going to run it 3 hours later, because what 3 hours in this store would be equivalent to a week somewhere else. A lot can happen in 3 hours. So we got to stay on top of it so we can provide a service to our customers, right? Okay, just a quick little reminder. Dave Jones had a great experience. I was taken care of by everyone up there. Salesman was very helpful. Anybody know who that was?
Mark.
What's that?
Mark.
Nice job, your name? We had a couple little, well, we'll get that. I found a great car at a reasonable price. The salesman was excellent and explained everything to us. He was friendly and very helpful. We really enjoyed our experience at Dan Cummins. It looks like this is Dan Kroll and Danny Huddle. All right?
You didn't mention your names, guys. None of these are counting for you guys.
Exactly.
vehicle.
Tag.
Yeah, but they got.
No,
their name
it
in
has to
it.
have your name in it or you don't get credit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Y'all,
Yes, sir.
you got to set that down.
Okay. All right, they are the best. I recently leased a new 2016 Equinox LTZ. I was given a recommendation that a lease would be the best for me. I really like this vehicle. I got it in June and only have 1,200 miles on it. Everyone at Dan Cummins are so nice. They make you feel like family. Thank you, Jeremy Linden, for recommending the lease. You have all been great. Love you all, and where did it go? Why did it go there? Oh, that's a response. Love you all. That's where it ended. All right, good job. Wonderful salespeople. We worked with Jason Dotson and Corey Brewer, and they were the best. They worked to get our deal done on the vehicle we were interested in. Would definitely recommend these two to anyone looking to buy a vehicle. Jason Dotson, Corey Brewer. Nice job. Johnson Garrison. Mr. Garrison did an amazing job with my wife and I. Go see him. He will take care of you. Nice job, Johnson Garrison. Just purchased a car from a young gentleman named Luis. He was extremely helpful, respectful, made me feel welcomed. Would recommend him to anyone. Thanks, Dan Cummins. Love my new ride. Nice job, Luis. The help was great. We love the car and the salesman. Chris Fletcher, Jordan Stanfield were awesome. They helped us with everything we needed and more. I definitely plan on coming back to Dan Cummins to purchase another vehicle. Chris Fletcher, Jordan Stanfield. The list goes on and on and on and on, right? We're doing a great job. We're doing a really good job. We sometimes mess up. I get it. We're not always perfect. Sometimes we try our best and it doesn't work out, right? It happens. So it's kind of weird. In most dealership cultures, you have a lot of turnover. Like people come and go, all the time in most dealerships. You got a new sales force every couple months, and that's just typically how it works. It's kind of what I was used to back in the day. This dealership is much different than that. We have very, very little turnover. Every once in a while, we have to pull out a bad weed, per se. It does happen, and every once in a while, somebody might decide to go somewhere else, but it's just so rare that when it happens, it kind of shocks me a little bit. And yesterday, you all right, son? You want to come up here with me? No? Okay. he's just getting smaller and smaller over there. So anyways, yesterday I had a salesperson quit. I had a salesperson quit on us yesterday, and it was just, it's kind of surprising. It does happen. I get it. This industry is not for everyone. And so you take it for what it is, but I had a conversation with this salesperson and talked to him a little bit about why they wanted to leave. And they said they just weren't sure it was a good fit. That was one thing that they said, which I agree. Another thing that they said, though, was they said that they felt like who we talk about being, especially on the Saturday morning meetings, and who we say we are, sometimes is not reflected out there. And her, the exact words were, who we say we are on Saturday mornings is not who we are. Was kind of how they felt. And normally in those situations, I'm kind of like, yeah, I get it. But on that particular, and there was some other stuff, in there, of course, but that was the one statement that stuck with me the most. And my response to that was, well, I'm sorry, but I disagree. I really disagree. I do think that every once in a while, there are things that can happen out there that don't reflect who we are. I do think that can happen. I mean, there's 220 employees here, right? Is everybody going to be having the best day of their life every day that they're here? It is not going to happen, right? Sometimes people are going to have a bad day, or maybe be in a little bit of a bad mood, or maybe be a little bit tired, or maybe respond out of, there's a lot of stress and pressure that's on us, especially in commission positions, right? Where you can work 12 hours and not get paid. That adds a little bit of a layer of stress. So sometimes we might react the wrong way, or we might respond the wrong way, or we might do something wrong. I admit that happens 1,000,000%. But 9 out of 10 times, we do stuff right around here. 9 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 customers are going to give us good reviews. 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10 deals down there, you guys are going to work it out. You're going to figure out a way. 9 out of 10 opportunities where a customer comes back and is upset, or like that one review, there's an issue or there's a misunderstanding. 9 out of 10 times, we're going to get it right. Maybe 99 out of 100. Really? Are we perfect? No, we're not perfect, but are we who we say we are? I believe we are. I had a guy come all the way from Birmingham, 2 hours outside of London, in Europe, England, across the pond. He came all the way over for a wedding in New York and sends me a message, and because he's followed our store for 1.5 years, and he sends me a message and says, is it okay if I come down for one day and just spend one day with you guys to see what you guys are all about? And I said, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Come down, check us out. No fear, no concern. I wasn't like, oh no, we represent ourselves this way, but this guy's going to show up and he's going to realize we're frauds. No, it was like, come on, man. Fly across the freaking pool, get the plane ticket, drive 12 hours to come down here and hang out, because I want you to meet as many members of my family as humanly possible, because you will be amazed. And he was. He owns a dealership in London, a small dealership. When him and I first started talking, he had about 11 cars in inventory. Little used dealership. He asked me what he could do to sell more cars. First thing I told him was, you got to get more cars, right? Inventory equals sales. We are a prime example. We got 2,000 cars out there. We're going to sell 1,000 this month. So I told him to get more cars, and he did get more cars. Now he's got about 100 cars in inventory, and he's selling 40, 50 cars a month, which is quite an increase from where he was 12 months ago. He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job, but he wanted to come taste this. Because we're one of the biggest dealerships in the nation, in the world. In the world, really. And he wanted to come be a part of it. So after spending 36 hours, basically, with our team, getting some experience with us in the dealership and out of the dealership, right? He had a drink or two at Thirsty Thursdays down in Lexington, Kentucky. So after spending some time with this dealership, when he came in here yesterday getting ready to leave, he told me, he said, I figured it out. I figured out why you guys are so successful. I've got it. I'm going to take it back home. I completely understand how you're doing it. And I said, how is that? And he said, it's your people. It's your freaking people. I've watched your processes. I sat up there at the desk. I saw how you penciled deals. I saw that you use Viato. I see how you buy cars. I see how you use Dealertrack and DMS. I see how you use the review site to get reviews. I see how you pencil, how you finance, how you structure, how you handle every single customer. I see it, and the secret sauce is your people. You can't tell me we don't represent who we say we represent when a guy can spend 36 hours with us, who can come all the way across the country trying to figure out what our secret was, and that's the result that he comes up with, is that it's freaking you guys. I'm so proud that that's what he took away from his 36 hours in this place. So proud of that, man, because that's really what it is. It's freaking you guys, man. You guys are why we're doing what we're doing. It's nothing else. We sell a lot of cars. We have a lot of inventory. We got a lot of systems. We got a lot of processes. But none of it works if it's not for you. And I can't thank you enough for that. Every once in a while, one of them's gonna get away, somebody's gonna get away, I'm gonna have somebody sit across from me, and they're gonna quit, and they're gonna feel like this wasn't for the place for them, and I totally 100% agree, and I get it, and there are some times in this dealership, because we're not a nonprofit organization, so there are some times in this dealership that we are gonna do things to stay in business and to make money. There's no doubt about it. But if you're selling cars, if you are selling cars, if this is the industry that you are going to be in, hands down, there is no better place to work in the world than Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick. That's an absolute fact. Is this industry for everybody? No. Is car sales for everybody? No. Is there maybe a better industry to be in? I don't know. Maybe. There's probably something that's more fun or more interesting or maybe more stable or whatever it is you need in your life. I'm sure that exists. But if you're selling cars, this is the spot, right? Ask our customers. They'll tell you the same thing. Ask anybody that visits us from freaking over the pond. They'll tell you the same thing. There's nothing like this place. So proud. Can't thank you enough. Seriously. Remember how important that one person is every time, please. We've been talking about, oh, what's up, Joel? We've been talking about the power of one, right? And I thought about that. If you put a bunch of zeros, if you put 1, 2, how many are there? I don't have a whiteboard, so I can't do it. But if you put 4 zeros on the board, what do you got? You got nothing, right? But you put a 1 in front of it, what do you got? 10,000. 4 zeros, put the comma, right? You put that 1 in front of it and it's 10,000 cars, man. That 1 is what's powerful. Not all those zeros afterwards. It's that one customer. So every time, remember to take care of the 1. I'll try to remember every time each one of you matters. Every one of you. I'll try my best to not let anybody slip through the cracks. That's my promise to you. And then I need you to go out there and get 1 car a day, right? And everybody just take care of that 1 customer that's right in front of them. And when we do all that, we're going to have 4 zeros with a big 1 in front of it. It's going to be 10,000 cars. And we're just going to continue to freaking make waves in this industry and across the entire planet. This guy's going to go home and he's going to find some of the greatest people in London and he's going to pull them all together. He's going to make a difference in the automobile industry because he spent 36 hours at Dan Cummins Chevrolet, and that's powerful. That's powerful. So let's go out there today, get me that 1, all right? All right, let's go. Come on. Lord.
I hate that shit people can't add.
You're up there.
Sorry, church.
Sorry, I told you to watch
Yeah, because they live right next to the airport. So he left that car there for me. I'll talk to you. Yeah, I forgot about that. Good morning. Dan Cummins is the best. Jason Todd, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Hope you guys are having a big Saturday. Joel, you see my son hiding over there? Joel, come here. You want to look at the phone? You want to say hi? You like talking on the phone. Look, it's just me and you in here. I do. Don't want to. Okay. You guys have a great weekend. We're going to have a great weekend. I got my son at work with me today. He's learning a little bit. He's hiding over there. You can barely see him, but he's under the desk. But we got a big day ahead. We are tracking 1,000 cars. We are on a mission to eradicate Let the kid be. Hey, what's up, Jay? We're on a mission to eradicate the stigmas associated with the car business. We're going to do that one customer at a time. We're going to take care of everybody that walks through the door and become the largest dealership in the world, as far as I'm concerned, so that we can make a big impact and make a difference as far as humanly possible. Jason Barnett, what's up? Miles Goff, good to see you. So, everybody, have a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in. Please, everybody, share the feed, share the feed, share the feed. I want people to see what it's like to be inside Dan Cummins. I want everybody to know how important they are to us. So please share, so we can reach out there. And you want to go now? Okay, my son says he wants to go now, so I got to go. All right, you guys have a good day.